Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Coco des.
And this is Conbini Cult. Woo! Welcome back to another episode. We have a very special guest today.
Hello.
If you're on TikTok or Instagram and you've seen any videos about Japan, I'm sure that you have come across at least one of Coco's videos.
Taboon.
So I wanted to get you on here to talk about your journey from, moving here and then teaching English, transitioning into a full-time content creator.
Yeah, it's definitely a journey.
I think we might have some similarities.
Right.
So we'll see. Okay. But to start, where are you from in the States?
So I am from the good old South North Carolina. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were from California.
I wish. Because California is a blue state and I am a red state.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
But we're both East Coast.
But we are East Coast. Wait, where are you from?
I was born in Philly.
Oh.
I grew up in New Jersey.
Okay.
And then I went to school in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel like it's important to say all of those things every time because it represents a different part of my life.
That's cool.
And who I am. So. Yeah. But it's always East Coast.
Right.
So.
East Coast is the best coast.
Same area. So. Yeah.
Yes.
I still prefer the East Coast.
I do too, yeah. I did live in California. I wasn't born there, but I did live there for quite some time.
Okay, maybe that's why I thought you were from there.
Yeah, I lived there and I did enjoy it, but man, is it expensive, which is another reason why I decided to move to Japan, because I was like, I cannot afford to live on my own, but I also hate everyone and I'm tired of living with roommates, so...
Almost the same for me.
Oh, really?
I think later I want to get into kind of the cost of living back home versus Japan. So I think there's going to be a lot of similarities between where you were living and then also New York. Mm-hmm. So, but what made you interested in moving to Japan?
Oh, man. Well, it started off with, I did the Disney College Program, right? And so...
What is that?
Disney College Program. So basically, and I think they still do it, basically, Disney will open up applications to have you come and work. And they do it at Disney World and Disneyland. But basically, they will let a bunch of college kids come live on a campus and do different things, different jobs and stuff on Disney property. And it's really fun. You get to get into Disney for free. You get a certain amount of like tickets every year to let in friends and family. You get discounts on stuff. Oh. Yeah, so I did that. And that was really fun. But how that ties into anime is I met one of my best friends there. And when I went to do the college program, see, I've always been into anime.
Yeah.
So I guess I've always been into Japanese culture. I just didn't know it was Japanese culture, right? I'm like, oh, this cartoon looks different. But that's because it was. But I didn't know that. So
I mean, when we were kids, everything was dubbed.
It was
How would we have known?
It looked the same to me. I was entertained. So I was like, okay, cool. But as I got older, I kind of like fell off and I stopped watching it. And then I went to the college program and I had these two roommates and they were huge anime nerds. And I guess at the time I was too cool for anime. So I remember one day I was homesick and my two roommates were there. And they were like, hey, Coco, like, do you want to watch some anime with us? And I was like, I mean, because I was already on the couch. So I was like, I mean, I guess, sure, you can put it on. Again, trying to act too cool. I'm not going to watch that baby stuff as a teenager.
What show was it?
It was Fruits Basket.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it was Fruits Basket. And I remember when they played the first episode, I really liked it, but I didn't want to admit it. And I was just kind of like, all right, well, whatever. Girl, we binged the entire series. I binged the entire series. I was like, I really like this. And so that kind of, I guess, got my passion back into Japanese culture. And then from there, I met one of my best friends to this day, Melanie, who's also another anime nerd. We were at work one day and I was like, you know what? It would be so cool if like everybody could go to a place and dress up as like their favorite anime characters and we could all just like nerd out. And she was like, there is a place.
There is.
It's called an anime convention. And I was like, oh! And then I went to my first anime convention and I met John, Michael Tatum, who is the voice actor for, I believe it's, oh no, I can't remember his name, but it's, Kyoya from Ouran High School Host Club. And that was my favorite anime at the time. So I just really had a great experience in my younger years. And then that kind of grew. And then fast forward to like around, like in my late 20s, I saved up enough money because I was working on a cruise ship. I've lived many lives, but I was working on a cruise ship. I saved money and I went to Japan for the first time. And I was like, could I live here? Actually, I think I could. And I didn't mention this, but I had another coworker. Her name was Jessica. We called her Jess. She ended up leaving Disney and moving to Japan. And I didn't get to say goodbye to her. I remember one day I came into work and I was like, where's Jess? And they were like, oh, she moved to Japan. I was like, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, right?
You gotta go find her then.
Yeah, and I did. And then I ended up hitting her up. I was like, hey, so I heard you moved here. And so I like met up with her and she kind of convinced me. She didn't really say you should move to Japan, but seeing her life and like she like married a guy, she was happy with her job. And I was like, yeah, I actually think I could do this. If Jess can do it, I feel like I can too. And so, yeah, and then I decided to move during COVID and that was a whole different.
Yeah. How did that work?
It didn't. It didn't.
I think for a few months they were not accepting anybody.
They weren't.
Like, even people who already had residence, they were not let back in unless they were citizens.
Nobody. They weren't letting anybody.
Yeah. At what point were you able to
it was like
get that work visa and come over?
I want to say 2019 is when I started watching like the Tokyo Creative videos, the Chris Broad Abroad in Japan videos, the Charla in Japan videos. And I was like, oh, Sunday Love. Shout out to all of them. And I was like, I really like the way these people like are telling their lives in Japan. And I feel like maybe that could be me. Yeah. So late 2019, I was like, I'm going to do this. I started applying and then 2020 happened. And then the whole thing with George Floyd and then COVID and all of those things back to back, it like kind of, for me, I was like, is this an omen? Like with all these bad, really, really bad things happening, should I just like not move to Japan? That's what I was really thinking. I was like, maybe this is just a sign to like stay home.
Oh, I read it as the opposite.
Oh, really?
It's a sign to get out.
Oh, well, honestly, and I did. But yeah, at first I was like, maybe this is just a sign.
Get out is a bad way to put it.
Get out. Get the hell out.
Get out. To start a new adventure.
Yeah, and that's what I did. The timing was a little off though, but yeah, I applied to a bunch of places. They got back to me like, hey, so we don't know what's going on because the world is on fire. So basically what we're going to do is put you on standby. And then when we hit you up again, we'll let you know what the update is. And so later on that year, they were like, one company that I applied with, Borderlink, it was Borderlink. They hit me up. They're like, hey, so Japan is letting in people for a sliver of time. By the way, you got the job. You did the interview. You got the job. I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, so Japan is letting people in for a sliver of time. You want to come or not? And I was like, well, yes. And so I did. And so that happened. It wasn't the smartest decision, but I don't regret it.
Why was it not the smartest decision?
Because I have no money. I was spending all my money just like chilling at home and buying things that I had no business buying. But yeah, I don't think I was mentally, physically, emotionally, or financially prepared. But I've lived in 4 different states. I've done so many different things. I've never been well prepared. So I just was like, I've done this before. I've just packed up all my shit and moved before. So I'll do it again to another country this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I am very curious to know is, so we had talked even before you moved here.
Yeah.
You liked Osaka, right?
I did like Osaka.
So I'm very curious.
So I thought.
Oh no. I'm so curious why maybe you didn't have a choice of where you went because of work, but then stayed in Tokyo. So why? Why Tokyo?
Osaka's a little bit ghetto. I don't know. I don't. It's honestly one of my least favorite prefectures. I don't like it as much. Yeah. Sorry. I don't like it as much as I thought I did. I like Kyoto more. But I feel like, so with my job, they put me in Tokyo. And then.
Well, that's lucky.
Yeah. I got very lucky. A lot of people are like, oh my God, you're so lucky. You could have been in the middle of nowhere.
Is that what you wanted?
No.
To be in a major city?
I didn't want to be in Tokyo, to be completely honest. I wanted to be in Kyoto. I really did. But they were like, and I was originally supposed to be in Kyoto. I was supposed to be in Uji. And they were like, psych, we're going to put you in Tokyo.
That would have been so nice.
I know. And I think I'm like, how my life would have turned out if I stayed in Uji? You know what I mean? Like, what would have happened? Would I be where I am today? I'm not sure. I don't know.
But you still could.
I could.
Do you have any future plans to move to a different city? Try a new vibe somewhere else here?
This is going to sound really bad, but I feel like, first of all, as a creator, all the jobs be in Tokyo.
That's true.
The really good paying, high paying jobs be in Tokyo. So as far as my career goes, I feel like it wouldn't make sense to leave. And then when it comes to the friends that I've already made, I wouldn't want to leave them. And on top of that is bragging rights. I want to be able to say I live in Tokyo. I do. I'm just like, it's just like, yeah, I live in Tokyo, Japan. So.
It does sound good.
I have been thinking about getting another house. So having maybe 2 homes in Japan, just like one away from the BS and the busyness and the overstimulation of it all, and then one when I want to be social and have work and stuff. But yeah, maybe I will get a home in Kyoto. Who knows?
Yeah, Uji's waiting. So I think the episode that's going to come out after this one.
Yeah.
So me and one of my friends who also lives in Osaka, we were talking about kind of Tokyo versus Osaka and why we would never move back to Tokyo. So it's interesting to hear why you like it.
Wait, why not? What's wrong with Tokyo? That's where the work be at, girl.
I know, but
He's like,
I still get plenty of projects despite not living here. I get sent here a lot.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually no. This time I'm here for a concert, but usually I stay for a few days extra when I have a work project here. If I have to either do something here or pass through here, but everywhere is just so crowded. The train is always crowded, even in the middle of the afternoon.
Literally, there's no off time. There's no off time. It's always on.
And some people just look so miserable.
They are. They're very miserable.
Yeah. I mean, Kansai is a little bit weird. There's some really strange people in Osaka, but I like it. It's fun.
I do like the vibes of what else did I went to Hyogo, and I really liked. I do be liking the like Inaka. Yeah. Like I've been going to a lot of places that are like not popular, and I enjoy it more. Like I was just in Saga, and there was like I was literally the only foreigner for. I went days, and I was like, where are the tourists? Where are the tourists?
The only other foreigner is literally in the mirror.
Yeah, I was looking at the only foreigner the entire 5 days I was there. But honestly, I was chilling. People were so nice. They were kind. They were giving me free stuff. I was like, hey, I will take it.
Yeah, I do love Saga.
Yeah.
Yes. So then what was your first job here? What kind of teaching job was it? Was it like ALT, Eikaiwa,
It was supposed to be ALT. But so when I got here, they basically told me, we don't have a job for you. And I was like, oh. They're like, yeah, we're going to figure something out. Because I had to quarantine for 15 days, right? Because of COVID. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to see what happens. So they were like, we don't have a job for you. And then literally, I think maybe like a few days before my quarantine was up, they're like, okay, so we did get you a job. It's not in Kyoto like we told you. It's in Tokyo. And you're going to be working at this like daycare place. But I ended up having like teaching to ages like 2 to 10. And I was teaching them by myself. So no assistant.
How many?
It was like 4. I had 2 classes. So the first class was the babies. And it was like 4 of them at a time. And then the next class was the older kids. And it was maybe about like 8 of them. But my second class, I did have someone come in and out to like assist or whatever. But there was no assistant. It was just me.
Was that like, how long was it? For a few hours for each class?
Yeah, I want to say it was like, so the first beginning of the class, I want to say it was from like 9 to, I had my lunch break at 1. So like maybe 9 to like 12:30. Then I had my hour lunch break. And then from 2 to 6, it was the next class. But like we would have breaks in between and stuff like that. So it really wasn't a bad job. It was pretty chill. Like I didn't have to wear those damn blazers. Like I saw some people had like strict guidelines. My place was so chill. They were like, you can wear whatever you want to wear. And I did. I wore t-shirts and jeans some days. Like it was really, really chill. My manager was like around the same age as me. She was really, really chill. So I had, honestly, my first job in Japan, it really was not that bad. And I've heard horror stories. So I think I got out pretty unscathed, considering.
That's lucky. One point about the suits, it always cracks me up when people are working at Eikaiwas with children's classes and you're wearing a suit. Like,
why?
Can you please let them wear something more comfortable?
They look so uncomfortable, especially in the summer. Ooh, I know they be mad and struggling. A whole suit in 100-degree weather could not be me.
Well, we can smell it on the train.
We can definitely smell it, and we can see the pit stains as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So then how long were you teaching for?
So at that job, it was only 7 months. And initially I was like, you know what, maybe that's a good thing because I don't know if Japan's going to work out. I really didn't. I was like, maybe I'll just come here around for a little bit and then go back to the States with my tail between my legs because I do not want to be an English teacher forever. And I know that a lot of people get stuck And I don't, at the time I didn't speak any Japanese. So I'm like, I can't get any other job really.
Yeah.
But at the end of that 7 months, I was kind of really feeling my life in Japan. I was like, you know what? It feels good to have a safe place to go walking at night and I have to look over my shoulder. I don't have to worry about police brutality, guns, violence. I can afford to live on my own. So I was like, maybe I'll just wait a little bit longer. And then I got my second English teaching job and I was there for a little over a year.
Okay. What did you not like about teaching? Because personally, I don't think it's for me either.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
No, I don't like working for other people. That's the biggest thing. I want to do my own thing. I want to be my own boss. I've always felt that way. But when I got to Japan, I was like, I really want to find a way, like as I'm getting into my 30s and I'm getting older, I want to find a way to work for myself. But yeah, I don't like working for other people. I didn't like being micromanaged. I didn't like the pay. The pay is awful.
That it is.
The benefits are awful.
That too.
The work-life balance is awful.
That too.
So the kids are, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
I enjoy the kids.
The kids are great.
I actually really enjoy the kids. I cried on the last day of work for both of my jobs. I cried really, really hard. So, and I got along with my coworkers for the most part. But yeah, it's just those things. I was just like, I don't want to do this. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, the kids were never the issue. I always liked the kids, but the bosses were, micromanaging. And then they also kind of want you to be just a clown, basically. They just like having a foreign person in the room to kind of show like, hey, we're international.
Right.
And then they would be like, oh, you need to be louder and more fun or whatever. But that's not always what children need.
It was a little degrading.
Yeah.
So not for me. Not for me.
Yeah. So then you started making videos on TikTok and Instagram.
Yep.
So what was the first viral video that you had on each platform?
Yeah.
Was it the same video or was it different for each platform?
So I actually posted about Mr. Kyle, the black baker in Tokyo.
Yeah. That's still on my list.
Oh, yes, girl, go visit him. He's so sweet.
Maybe next month.
But I found out about him and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I can't remember how I found out, but I was like, oh, black businesses in Japan of all places? Like, I didn't know it was a possibility. So I posted it on TikTok and I was still new to TikTok. And I had on this horrible filter on my face and just like, I didn't really know how to properly work TikTok at the time, but I just made the video on a whim. And then I posted it and then that did really well. And I was like, oh, okay. The followers started to come in and stuff like that. And so I reposted it on Instagram and it also did very well. And I started getting more followers on Instagram. So that was the first viral video. That was the first taste of being like, oh, creating content, like there's a payoff to it. So yeah, it was cool.
So that kind of turned into a series, right?
Yeah, and I still, to this day, I still talk about like black businesses and stuff. So I always say if it wasn't for me talking about Mr. Kyle in that video, I would not be an influencer. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's very sweet.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So what other kinds of stuff do you post about? Like aside from black businesses in Japan, like travel, lifestyle. I like to post lifestyle stuff. It's heavily leaned towards travel though, because travel pays more. Like that's true.
They pay more. So when it comes to like beauty, skincare, clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that doesn't pay well.
There's no money. I mean, it's good to, luckily I have, as I've joined an agency and I have my follower count grows and my engagement gets better. I've been invited to some pretty high-end brands as far as like clothing, because I'm really big into fashion and beauty and skincare and stuff like that. So I have been able to get invited to some really cool things as far as the beauty and fashion space. However, it's gifting. It's free stuff. It's never paid. So it's nice to have that on a portfolio. Like, oh, Coco has done like some high-end, high-profile stuff, but it's no money.
Yeah, that doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay the bills. So I'm like, it's nice, it's fun to go to, but travel pays more, and I enjoy doing it. So why not? Yeah.
Same. One good thing about being in Tokyo is being able to go to those events.
Yeah.
Because I often get invited, and I'm like, "Can you pay my travel?"
And what do they say? No.
So
exactly. And I'm like, the least you can do is reimburse transportation for me to post about you for free, and you can't even do that.
That's true. That's a business expense for them anyway. So
just write it off on your taxes.
Exactly.
Girl, don't get me started.
So what was the point when you realized that you could do this full time?
So I would say about maybe like 6 months into my second English teaching job, the pay, because that's when the borders for Japan started opening up. Oh. So I was like, oh, and then I started getting hit up in the DMs, and these companies were so desperate to like get PR with especially foreign tourists, because everybody had been like wanting to go to Japan for so long and they couldn't. So it was a huge influx of people. And then the PR companies were like, hey, if we pay you, can you promote for me? And I was like, yes. Because I had no experience. And I was just like, paid to promote? Yes. Oh, paid to promote. Yes. And so then I started getting more money from PR than my English teaching job. So I was like, why am I still English teaching? Yeah. And then I stopped and I went freelance.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you still with an agency?
I am.
Okay.
Girl, my visa. Yeah. My visa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask a little bit later, but I guess I'll just ask now. Like, what are the qualifications for being on an entertainer visa?
You have to make a lot of money. So I remember when I got with my agency and they asked me what visa I was on, and I was on the humanities. I had a 3-year visa. Yeah. RIP. I had a 3-year humanities visa, which, side note, I actually let my first visa expire. Oh. And then immigration was like, hey, this is expired. And I was like, I'm sorry, this is my first time doing this. I don't know what I'm doing. Practically crying. And they were like, all right, fine. So then I went and I applied for my visa and they gave it to me on the spot, 3 years. Yeah.
In Tokyo?
In Tokyo.
That is insane.
Isn't that wild?
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Isn't it crazy? I should probably tell a story on my platform sometime. But yeah, I remember telling my coworkers and they're like, that like never happens. And I was like, I guess the lady just really liked me. I don't know.
I've only heard of that in like the Inaka.
Oh, really?
Not in Tokyo.
Ooh. Yeah, no, she was actually really nice. She was like, fill this out and like what happened. Like I heard horror stories about immigration agents, but I got lucky with her. She was really nice. So
yeah, it really sucks that it depends on the mood.
Who you get. Yeah, person. It's like if that person's like PMSing or something and I just happen to get them, I'm like, how does that work?
Goodbye.
That's not cool.
That's not fair.
Damn. But yeah, so for my entertainer visa, when I signed with my agency, they were like, what visa do you have? And I said, I have a humanities visa because I was teaching English. And they were like, okay, well, you can see if you can qualify for an entertainer visa, which, side note, I was talking about this with another influencer friend. I would have rather kept my humanities visa, A, because it was for 3 years, and B, I just feel like with the humanities visa, there's more flexibility.
Yes, that is true.
But anyway, so with the entertainer visa, they were really pushing that. And I was just like, okay. And they were like, well, how much money did you make last year? And then I told them and they were like, oh, you qualify for the entertainer visa. You need to get that entertainer visa. And I was just like, okay. So now I'm on an entertainer visa.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So the first visa that I had was also a 3-year humanities visa. And then I was married. I got divorced after that. But when I got divorced, if you get divorced or even if your spouse dies, your visa is invalid immediately.
Whoa.
And you have, well, I guess not immediately because you have 6 months to either change it or leave.
Oh, wow. Even if he dies?
I know. That's so
terrible. That's terrible.
I was really scrambling.
Right.
Like, what
am I going to do? Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could teach English again, but I'm already making a full-time income being a creator. Right. So
dang.
I had to ask. One of my friends recommended her immigration lawyer to me. And I got in touch with her and I'm like, can I sponsor myself?
Right. How does that work?
I don't know if I want to join an agency or something. And then she said that you could find one of your clients to sponsor you and then you can still do freelance on top of that.
I've heard people doing that, yeah.
But the problem is finding a client willing to sponsor
willing to do
you.
it. Yep, that's the issue.
So it did end up working out.
It's good.
At like the last few weeks that I had.
By the grace of God, it worked out.
Yeah, so I had one client who sponsored me and then I could do some regular work with them for a bit. And yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It did work out.
It always works out.
In the end, it did. So anyway, on another note, so how does your family feel about you living here?
I mean, they don't really have a choice, but honestly, my mom, I know that, of course, like she misses me and stuff like that, but she actually came to Japan, what was it, 2020? She came to Japan in 2024 in November for her birthday. I flew her out and she hated it. She did not like Japan. It's not for her. But I think she sees everything that I'm doing and the trajectory of my career and like how much fun I'm having. I'm obviously safe. So I think at the beginning she was like, what the are you doing over there? Like, what are you doing, child? But like I said, I've lived many lives. I always just pack up and go. I've always been that way. It's nothing new. This time it just happened to be in a different country, not a different state. So I think she was just like, you know what? My child's happy. I'm happy. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so last year, I did get remarried. And last year I had a wedding. And then I flew out my mom and my aunt.
Oh, okay.
So that was like a proud moment.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I can treat them to that.
Oh,
I felt very successful.
Right.
But when they came here, because I think maybe in the back of my mom's mind, it was always like, oh, maybe she'll come home eventually.
Yeah.
But I think after visiting here and then seeing how happy I am and like the life that I've created for myself, she's like, okay.
She gets it now.
Yeah.
Yep. She gets it now. Shout out to the moms.
Yeah.
Love you, Mom.
I think she probably does want to come visit again, so we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know if I want to go back home at the moment, so maybe I'll fly her out.
That might be we might wait after the 4 years. Yep. Wait until this presidency is up, and then we might see what going back home looks like. But for now.
Yeah. Oh, do you have siblings? Was it only your mom who visited?
Yeah, it was only my mom that visited, but I have a younger brother and a younger sister. Yeah, so they really don't. They don't care what I do. They're just, I'm not super close with my family like that. It's kind of like they see me on social media. They follow me. They interact with my content, and that's pretty much the gist of it. But I love them. They don't care what I do. They don't care where I am. So, but no, they haven't visited yet. Yeah.
I wanted my sister to visit with my mom. I think she wasn't able to take off of work at that time. Okay. But I also don't think she really cares to visit here. I know she's not going to like the food. Oh, she's a really picky eater.
Oh, no, Yeah,
she would just be eating fast food chains the whole time.
Low key, that was my mom. I was like, dang, girl, no raw foods, no raw fish. Oh, she did like kura sushi. Of course, she liked kura sushi.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, honestly.
Actually, I think that's where I took my family on the first day too, because they have such a variety.
Right.
So my mom is a pescatarian. She eats seafood, but not meat. And then my aunt, for some reason, she doesn't like seafood at all.
Oh, completely opposite.
But they helped each other out.
Oh.
So they would just eat what the other couldn't.
Honestly, that's tea. That's so tea.
Yeah. So I'm glad that it was both of them that visited.
Like we said, it always works out.
Yeah.
It just always works out.
Yes. So since you've been living here, what other countries have you traveled to?
So I've been to Singapore, Vietnam, Switzerland, and South Korea.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And all of them were work. So.
Oh.
Just kidding. Vietnam wasn't. That was the last minute, but the rest of them were work. But the great thing about travel is you can work and have fun. To get paid to have fun.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Best of both worlds.
I really want to go to Vietnam.
Girl, let me tell you something. I loved Vietnam so much. I really, really loved Vietnam. Not only did the Japanese yen actually do something, because we know how weak it is, it actually did something in Vietnam. The people were super chill. I got a owl dye custom made, which is their like traditional garment. I did a photo shoot. The people were just so chill. It was so nice to like go from Japan where the people are very like kibishi, so strict and uptight and on edge about stuff. And then go to Vietnam where you see people walk around, no shoes, no shirt.
No problem.
And it wasn't. I was like, hey, this reminded me of home. People just like chilling. And I love the vibes. The food was good. Yeah, I definitely want to go back to Vietnam for sure. And it's so close. It's like practically neighbors. So yeah, I highly recommend, girl.
I want to go.
Do it.
When I first moved to Japan, when I was still teaching, I was traveling more internationally than I did domestically because the Shinkansen is not cheap.
No, it's not. You could get a flight to Vietnam for the price, a round trip flight to Vietnam for the price of a freaking Shinkansen.
Yeah. And before COVID, it was even cheaper.
Oh.
If you had a really flexible schedule, sometimes there would be on maybe Peach Airlines or something, like $20 for a flight to Korea.
Ooh.
That's insane.
Oh my God. Take me back to those times, please. Please. Damn inflation.
In Switzerland, the yen was probably a little sad.
The yen was desperate. The yen was desperate. Yeah, I took a huge hit. Damn. Triggered a little bit. A little triggered. I really like Switzerland too, though. Yeah. But it's just the most expensive place I've ever been in my life. I'm talking 5,000 yen a plate. And I'm not even talking like good food. It's just like a plate of sausage, potatoes. What else did I get? It came with sausage, potatoes, and I got one of those bottled Cokes. And then she brought me the bill and I was like, that's 5,000 yen for sausage and potatoes, girl. And I mean, even if you went to the freaking convenience stores, I got a bread and a drink and it was still like 1,500 yen. Yeah, I was hurt. I was real hurt.
I would like to go there someday, but not in
Make sure you save that money up.
Yeah. Not at this current conversion rate. Oh, wait. But I was in Europe a couple years ago because my husband was filming a friend of a friend's wedding. Oh. And they flew him, well, they didn't pay him for the wedding video. Yeah. They just paid for his round trip flight, which is pretty expensive.
That's helpful, yeah.
It was a direct flight from Osaka to Amsterdam. And then I was like, well, I want to go too. So I just met up with him after the wedding.
How was Amsterdam?
It's not my favorite city. I mean, the friends that he has a really nice group of friends because they studied abroad in Osaka. Oh, I see. And he's kept in touch with them. So I really like the people, but just the actual city of Amsterdam. Was it dirty? Not that dirty, but just, I don't know.
The vibes?
Weed is not my thing.
Oh, that's right. So I forgot.
It's so weed heavy.
I forgot. I didn't know it was heavy.
Well, you can just find it anywhere. Like you can go to
it's
a
legal,
cafe,
right?
Get a latte and a joint.
That is a little bit crazy. Yeah. That's a little bit crazy, actually.
I mean, there are some parts of the city that I like.
I'm sure there were some nice parts.
Yeah. And then I also had a TikTok mutual who... She was living in Japan, and then she fell in love with a Dutch guy and then moved with him.
Period.
So I was able to meet up with her.
Nice.
One day, too.
That's so sweet, falling in love abroad.
Yeah.
How sweet.
Yes. So going back to the work stuff, are the majority of your projects travel related? Does it come from like travel PR things? Is it affiliate income or the ad revenue from YouTube or TikTok or whatever?
I have not utilized YouTube to its fullest extent, which
you should.
You
should post the shorts.
I don't know why. I think YouTube intimidates me, but so I don't get anything from YouTube, even though I am monetized. But I'm working on that this year, guys. I actually got a payout from TikTok today. I made $50. Not anything to rant or rave about. I'm in the Facebook monetization program as well, but I just got approved for that like a couple weeks ago. So it's not like there's no money really coming in from that either yet. And then I don't make anything from Instagram because in Japan,
it's not monetized.
It's not. Yeah, isn't that fun and exciting? You can be American, and I made my account in America, but in Japan, they don't pay for the Instagram bonuses or whatever the hell they're doing now. Yeah. So I don't make any money from that. Everything is from clients. Yeah. So all the PR is like clients finding me, reaching out. I would say 90% of my work is clients reaching out to me. Like, what is it? Inbound?
Yeah.
And then 10% is me being like, oh, I want to work with you guys. Outbound. So yeah, that's how it works for me.
Interesting. Yeah. I think most of my projects are travel based. So whatever prefectural tourism board or local city or whatever who wants to bring visitors there would reach out. So it's a lot of traveling, which is nice, but it also does get exhausting because you need to edit the stuff that you film too.
Yes.
And editing a lot of stuff while you're traveling too. But overall, it's really great.
Overall, it's a nice job. Can't complain much.
Yeah. As far as the platforms themselves go, so I am monetized on YouTube, but I don't post enough long form content to really
that's my problem,
anything. I might get like $2 or $3 a month. That's a coffee.
Right?
On TikTok, there was only one video that ever really took off, and I made $1,500 from a single video.
Oh my God, I remember those days.
It never happened again.
I was going to say, back when TikTok was really paying, there was one month I made $3,000 from TikTok. And I was like, Mama, I made it. And then I never saw that money again.
If only it could be every month.
Every month. It never happened again after that. And I blew all that money. But yeah, I miss those days when TikTok was really paying the girls. And now they're stingy with their money. So
yeah, I also feel like anytime I post a video over a minute, it doesn't get any views.
Same.
I feel like they're purposely trying to not.
They don't want to pay. Yeah, they don't want to pay. That's why I've kind of given up on TikTok just a little bit. I mostly post on Instagram because that's what Japanese clients care about anyway. TikTok's kind of like an added bonus. So if so I'm just like, if they are like being a little stingy with their money and don't want to pay me as much, I'm like, okay, well then I'll post it on TikTok because, you know, I have 300,000 plus followers on there. And then they'll be like, oh, extra views? Sure, why not? So it helps with that, but otherwise, I don't understand TikTok. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't want to rely.
On TikTok.
But most of the projects are for Instagram.
Instagram, right?
But occasionally, so even though I don't post long form content regularly, I have gotten a bunch of YouTube projects.
Oh, really?
For long form videos.
Oh.
With like Hokkaido Prefecture, Skymark Airlines. There was another thing kind of around Kansai, but it wasn't only Kansai because we went to Totori and Tokushima too. So I'm like,
okay.
I mean, Yokohama too.
Oh, okay.
Which, yeah, it's really fun,
but also
it's not gonna get tens of thousands of views.
But hey, look, how I see it is if they're gonna pay for it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So, you know.
I also think that you have a really nice community on Instagram. Have you ever done any kind of meetups or events to meet the people who follow you?
What's so weird is that I will get stopped in public. It happens more than I thought it would. Like, I remember when I first got recognized, I was like, oh, that's cool. It'll probably never happen again. And then, like, it kept happening. And I was like, whoa. And I'm not, like, a super private person, but I'm also, like, neurodivergent and autistic. So there's a part of me where I'm just like, I don't, like, I love my followers. Don't get me wrong. Please, if you see me in person, it's okay to say hi. However, I do get, like, a little socially awkward. And I'm just like, hey, thanks for supporting me. But luckily, everyone has been really, really nice and friendly. But I also get really, because you saw what happened with the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes to like meeting people in public, I get a little weary about that because I'm just like, I don't know what your intentions are. Yeah. I don't know if it's if I can't have you, no one else can type of vibe. Meetup, is it going to be a genuine, like, good-hearted, good-natured meetup? You don't know who's weird and who's not. You don't know who's dangerous and who's not. I have had people message me and be like, I want you to have a meetup. Like, I want to meet you. I've had people personally message me and be like, let's meet up. I'll buy you dinner. I'll get you coffee, whatever. And I never say yes. And it's no shade to any of those people. I just don't know. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah. I'm more likely to meet up with women than I would ever consider meeting up with my male followers. But I did have a event with Airbnb, and it was the plus size fashion event. So I did have fans of mine come to that event, and it was nice to like meet them. But that's the only kind of meetup I've ever had.
Yeah. I've never done one. People have asked me before, but the social anxiety is it's really bad. Yeah. Maybe if it was a coordinated event. Yeah. Where you know when it's going to end. Yeah. And you know what's going to happen.
Girl, that was me with Airbnb. I literally, if it was like a free-for-all type thing, I would have never done it. Yeah. But Airbnb was like, it's from this time to this time. There was security there. So I was okay with doing something like that. Yeah. So if you do have a meetup, I would suggest doing it like that. So that way you're at ease, it's safe, and the social anxiety is not on display.
Yeah. Also, I have had some people recognize me as well, but luckily everybody's been like, hey, I like your content, whatever. And then they're on their merry way, which is really good. But there was one time, so I was taking the bus somewhere and some guy was staring at me. Oh, no. Like, really creepily.
It's always that person.
And then I see a message on Instagram later, like, oh, I saw you on this bus going to this place.
Oh.
So I had to block him on every
blocked
platform.
Immediately. Yeah, you're blocked, buddy. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Well, I've had... Why would you phrase it like that?
Right? And it's like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, hey, I saw you. Like, I've had people do that. Message me like, oh my God, I saw you across the street. Like, I couldn't say hi, but like, that's fine. But I've had people message me and be like, oh, this was back when I was living in Hachioji. I don't live there anymore, but I posted like some kind of story of the mascots that were at the station, right? I had no idea what the mascots were for. Mm-hmm. And then I had someone reply to that story and be like, oh my God, you live in Hachioji? So do I. Blocked. Now, why did I block that person?
How did they know that you lived there?
Right.
Okay.
And that's why. And I was like, oh, blocked. I don't play when it comes to my safety. I don't play.
Yeah, you just never know.
You just literally never know. And it could be anybody. Anybody could be off their rocker having a bad day, and I'm just not. Which is why I probably will never live stream in person. I have been wanting to do Twitch, but the IRL streams, I just don't want to compromise. I don't want people to know where I am in real time.
Yeah. Even for stories and stuff, I usually post it a day or two later.
Yep.
And then
I can't.
Even about where I live, I've never ever posted anything near my house.
Nope.
I've never even shared the city that I used to live in.
You can never be too sure. Right? Yeah, girl. No, especially as women.
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
All it takes is one bad person.
As we've unfortunately seen in the past, people think Japan is void of any crazies, and that's just not the truth. You can get hurt here as well. So, gotta be safe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not walking around fearing for my life every second.
It's never that. But like she said, it just takes that one person, and it could really ruin everything. So, stay safe, stay vigilant.
A comment that I often see on maybe a news story or something, even the Pokemon thing, people would say like, "Oh, this is so rare in Japan." It's not.
You guys, take the rose-colored glasses off, please. It's not rare. Yeah, I would see those comments too, like, a stabbing in Japan? Well, that never happens.
It does.
It does, but it does. And if you lived here, you would know that.
Yeah, I think a lot of things just don't make international news.
No, and the only reason this one did is because of the Pokemon Center.
That is true.
So.
Yeah, stalking is
my worst
problem.
nightmare. Yeah, it's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to that girl. She didn't deserve that.
I know. It's so sad. The consequences are too light. We did a stalking episode on this podcast, and basically, I don't know if they're going to change it after this incident, but it's like a fine and then maybe up to 1 year in prison or something that. Like, you would face more time for trespassing on Mount Fuji off season than you would for stalking someone. So.
You see? That's why I don't have a podcast. Because I most likely would run off at the mouth and get blacklisted and canceled. Be safe, guys.
Yeah.
Be safe. That's all I gotta say.
Well, on a lighter note, do you want to stay here long term? Or you're just kind of like, well, as long as I enjoy it, I'll stay?
I feel like, A, my money is too good to leave. Why would I? B, the opportunities are too good. Why would I? C, where else would I go? You know what I mean? I don't want to live in the States anymore. So, and it's too hard to get a visa in Europe. I've already looked. So, yeah, Japan it is.
Yeah. I think I'll be here long term too.
Right.
If I had to go back home, I don't even know what I would do.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, what would I do? And I built everything around Japan. So even if I went back to do content creation, what would I talk about in the States? Still talk about Japan in the States? I don't feel like that would work for me.
Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people do follow you for you.
I hope so.
Maybe on my platform, I feel like nobody cares about me personally. They just want to see travel recommendations.
No.
But is that just imposter syndrome?
No. Girl. Yeah, but would you said that if you had to leave, so would you ever consider?
Let's see how the yen does.
The yen makes such a difference. Please, whatever we got to do for this economy to boost up that yen. Ooh.
But I would like to be here for a while, and I think if me and my husband are going to have kids,
right.
I mean, the school system and stuff is not perfect here, but there's no school shootings, for one.
That's the big one. But there is the bullying.
That's true.
There is the bullying is really bad. The bullying is really, really bad, which is, you think is bad in the States. Some of the things I've heard that these Japanese kids have done, my gabbers are flaccid. So, yeah. Which is why I will not be having kids. I do not want kids.
That's another a thing that there needs to be more consequences for.
Yep. No, there's no consequences for bullying, which is also another con. People don't think there's any cons living in Japan. There are.
Yeah. And then that bullying also goes into people's work life later, and then you have power harassment and all that kind of stuff.
Nobody's being checked for their behavior, which is why the workforce is so bad.
But that's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
Yes. Okay, so let's chat about the cost of living.
Oh, yes.
Because it is a bit...
it's a bit different.
The lifestyle that I have now, I don't think I could do that in New York.
Ooh, not New York. No. Definitely not California. Maybe I could in North Carolina, but there's nothing to do there. So, but yeah, so my first apartment was 60,000 yen a month. I had a 3-bedroom. That was back in Hachioji. Could never afford to live in a 3-bedroom in the States. Never.
Yeah.
So there was that. And then I recently moved into a 4-bedroom, 1-loft condominium. And that's 150,000 yen a month. So what is that, like
$1,000?
$1,000?
Something like that.
So it is like double the price, but it's double the space, and it's nicer and newer.
Yeah.
Again, could never do that in the States. So yeah, the cost of living is different, but the quality of life is better for me.
Yeah, I mean, the salary is lower compared to back home, but
yes.
Yeah, the quality of life and stuff.
Yes.
So where I'm living now, I can't tell you where it is, but I am renting a house. It's a 2-story, 4-bedroom house for 150,000 yen a month.
Oh, another 150,000.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's a steal.
You can't get that back home.
You cannot.
Especially not in New York. Some of the places where I lived in New York were very
sketchy. Yeah.
I had a basement bedroom with no window.
Oh.
I lived there for a little over a year.
Oh, wow.
That traumatized me.
I bet.
So now I need,
That
wherever
like
I live,
a nightmare.
Non-negotiable is like a corner room that gets the most sunlight, south-facing corner.
Same. The way that my apartment gets such good sunlight, that's a huge thing for me. Of course, you have to pay more, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Top floor.
Corner.
South-facing. That's the least amount of noise that you're going to get.
Yep. Honestly.
Because the walls are
paper.
Very thin.
A sheet of paper thin.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, so there was some construction going outside. I think it's over now.
Yeah.
But before you got here, I was like, oh my God, please. Please stop, because the walls are so thin. I hope you can't hear it.
But they are always doing construction in this damn city. I'm like, what are you guys building? You're building something every day. That's the price of living in Tokyo.
And then things like beauty stuff. So like I get my lashes and my nails done every month. Do you?
Same.
As well?
Yeah. I have to. It's the
part
upkeep.
Of the job.
It's part of the job. You gotta look good. Yeah. So yeah, I do frequently, and that's another costly thing. Lashes, hair, nails, and I also get massages. So this hair, should I even?
It's so pretty. I love it.
Thank you, but girl. So this is human hair, right? I have braids. This hair cost me 66,000 yen, and then the service to get my hair was another extra. I'm bad at math. In total, getting my hair done was 93,000 yen.
Oh. It's very expensive.
It's very expensive.
Would it be that much back home or more?
It would be about the same. It's the hair that costs the most because it's human. But yeah, so that's almost as much as my rent. Again, the beauty is another huge expense. Other than my rent, beauty upkeep is the next expensive. It's not the transportation. It's the beauty. Beauty is pain. It's the cost of being a woman, honestly.
That's true. As far as the lashes and the nails go, I could not get this done back home. It would be so expensive.
No, and I never did. I never got that kind of stuff done at home. Only when I moved here.
No, that was only in my dreams. But I have a friend in New York. So we were talking about nails before. So the place that I go, it's a chain called Nice Nail. They have locations pretty much everywhere. But if I get the 90-minute like bring your own design course, it's maybe 8,500 yen.
That's so.
And then my friend in New York, she was showing me hers. It was like a French with maybe some polka dots on it. $140.
Whoa!
Plus tip.
Plus the tip. That's another thing that be killing me is the tip. So you have to pay $140 plus a tip for French tips. Oh, man, y'all are getting scammed.
Yeah. Maybe those are New York prices, but
that's still crazy.
Good Lord, that's so expensive.
Good Lord, 100. Wow. Couldn't be me, which is why it was not me. I couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I think I did also ask my mom because she gets her nails done, and I know she's not paying $140.
Oh, okay.
So she said it was maybe $60.
Oh, okay. God, almost. That's New York prices, man. Living in New York would drive me crazy. It would drive me. I don't know what these people are doing for jobs to afford that. I'm like, whatever it is, power to you.
The last job that I had, well, it was like the first adult job that I had that was full time, and then we also got overtime because it was hourly. Yeah. So with that, I think I made like $50,000 a year.
Oh, that is good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I was able to upgrade from that dark basement room with no window.
The dark basement chamber. Woo, girl.
But I still wouldn't have been able to get my nails and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the bare necessities, basically.
Yeah. So the people that you meet here, especially in the countryside, I'm sure everybody's really nice. But has there been any like uncomfortable or negative experience you would like to share?
I've had a lot. Living in Tokyo, I'm sure you know, the people are mean. The people are really mean and cold. Because it's like you'll have little encounters, right? Little negative encounters, or like, I don't know, maybe someone shoulder checks you or something like that, which is to be expected in a place like this. As far as like any super negative experiences that stand out, I think it's the little negative experiences that can add up to like, it's like all the little negative experiences I've had, like maybe people being passive aggressive or treating me a certain way versus how they would treat somebody Japanese. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's like super negative, but it's like all those little things where it's just like, oh, okay. You peep them, you notice them, and you're just like, all right, cool. But I think Shogunai, it is what it is. I think it's more important how you react to those situations versus the actual situation themselves. Me, I'm the type of person where I'm just like, I think when I first moved here, I was more sensitive, but now I've become more hardened after living in this prefecture for so long that it's just kind of like, it just rolls off my back. I'm just like, all right, well, that was weird and rude, but okay, moving on. Moving on.
All right. Well, on the contrary, has there been any heartwarming or really nice experience that has stuck with you?
In Tokyo, I've had a few. I think more of my positive experiences have been in the Inaka. Yeah. So like just going to those mom and pop shops where when I was in Saga, for example, I went to this place. It was the mom, the dad, and the daughter. And the mom really, for some reason, really, really liked me. And she kept, as I was trying to eat, she kept coming over and like I had a Kuromi phone strap and she went over and would be like, kawaii kunai, nani kore? And I was like, oh, it's Kuromi. And she'd be like, oh, it's so cute. And just like, she just kept every so often coming back to me and like trying to talk to me and stuff like that. And my Japanese really, unfortunately, is not the strongest. So I was understanding more than I could speak, but she would not leave me alone. For the entire time, it's like I would take a few bites. She would come over, we would talk. She would leave. I would take a few bites. She would come over. She would talk. She would leave. And then she just, the entire time. But it really didn't bother me. I really enjoy spending time with my elders. I think I can learn a lot from them. They help regulate my nervous system because in Tokyo, you're just always on the go, but they're just very slow. They're chill. They take their time. So yeah, those are some of my really sweet moments, is just being in the countryside with the old people. I really love old people. I really do.
I had a cute moment on the train yesterday.
Oh, really?
With an older lady. So this woman and her elderly mother got on the train, and where I was sitting, the seats on both sides of me were open. So the two of them get on, and I'm like, oh, well, I can just move so you can sit next to each other. Yeah. And they were like, oh, thank you so much. And then when the old lady sat down, she was like, oh, it's because she's beautiful.
That's so sweet.
That's so cute.
That's so sweet. Yeah, it's little things like that. It's like, for me, the pros in Japan completely outweigh the cons. Yeah. So that's why I'm still here.
Same. Do you have pets?
I do. I have a cat. Mm-hmm.
Just one?
Yes, just one. I want to get her a cat friend. I want to get my cat a cat. But for now, I just have my daughter. Mm-hmm.
I want to get a cat, but right now I'm not home enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you do when you travel?
Oh, I have a cat lady.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So she'll watch Suki, but yeah, I do have a cat. So I also travel a lot, which is again why I want to get her a cat friend. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I needed an emotional support animal, and she's there for me.
Yeah.
My daughter. I birthed her
someday.
I literally gave birth to her. Yes, you need to get a cat. Seriously.
It's good for your mental health.
It really is. She really has improved my mental health greatly since moving here. Yeah. My baby. I'll show you a picture later.
Yes. Okay. What is your favorite anime of all time?
Oh.
If you can choose one.
Oh, you know the struggle.
Or maybe 3.
Right? Maybe 3. I really like Demon Slayer. Mm-hmm. I really, really like Kimetsu no Yaiba. Like, it's the only movie I've ever gone to see on opening day. The most recent one, The Infinity Castle. I really, really like Demon Slayer. Do you like it?
Yes.
I love it so much. Ooh, I got some tea to share with you after this.
Later.
Yeah, but I really, really love Demon Slayer. I wouldn't say it's my favorite anime, but it's up there. Mm-hmm. God, there's just so freaking many. My favorite anime of all time, I would say, is Pokemon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
Grew up on it. It's a classic. It'll never go out of style. Yeah. Pokemon, I think, is like Ichiban for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you?
Well, I mean, when I was a kid, I watched Pokemon and Sailor Moon.
Oh, Sailor Moon.
Without knowing
I just
they
got
were
finished.
Japanese.
Right. Yeah. I just went to the Sailor Moon stage play.
How was that?
It was so good. It was so freaking good. If you have time. Okay. It's in Shinagawa. It was really good. It'll be going for a year. So, and they have English subtitles. So anybody who is an English speaker, you can still understand the story. It was really, really good. And I really enjoyed myself.
I think I can make it then.
Yes, girl, go see it. And they had a bunch of empty seats when I was there today. So you can literally just buy tickets on the spot. Yeah, I'd recommend it. Just drop by anytime.
So recently, like in high school and stuff, I didn't really watch, maybe I watched some Ghibli movies, but I wasn't big into anime at that time. And recently, in the past year or so, I've been watching so much.
Oh.
Well, actually, no. Before I moved to Japan, I read Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, I love Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah.
So like Tokyo Ghoul and Demon Slayer, because I love the things that kind of make you question your morals. Like, this is a bad guy,
but also
that's their backstory. So
that's why they act the way they do. Bad? Right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Same for me.
And then what else? Oh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's just so ridiculous.
I think that's why I couldn't get into it, which is like so my humor. But to be fair, I did watch only one episode, and this was many, many years ago because JoJo's been out for a minute.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about like rewatching all the old animes that when I was younger, I was like, I don't with this. But now I'm like, maybe I would appreciate the ridiculousness of JoJo's. I'm gonna give it another chance.
Yeah, you should try it again. If you don't want to start from the beginning, I mean, you should. But if you don't want to, go to season 5 because they explain a lot of you get a lot of the lore.
Oh, okay.
And it's still...
It took 5 seasons for that?
Well, no, it's always there. But I don't know. Season 5 is what most people recommend.
Oh, okay. Just start out with season 5.
Start in the middle of it?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's just so hard to explain.
It's so hard. That pretty much sums up the show. Hard to explain.
Yeah, and then also, what else do we have? Oh, Frieren. I really like Frieren.
I need to get into Frieren. I see all the freaking pop-ups, the cafes, and I'm like, what's up with this anime? Mm-hmm. Is that good?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I would like it because the first few episodes are kind of slow and it seems more, like it's visually beautiful, but kind of, it seemed like slice of life, which I want a little bit more drama.
Yeah,
I want
Me too.
A compelling backstory and stuff.
It gets into it.
Yeah, it gets really good.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I guess I can't choose one.
Right. It's so hard.
Yeah. Then as far as Japanese food goes, what is your favorite?
Ooh, I love abura soba.
Oh.
Have you had abura soba?
I think once or twice.
Yeah. A good oily, thick, heavy noodle with meat. Yeah. I'm a glutton, so I love that. I love that heaviness. I love my stomach to feel full, so that's my favorite. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mine is sukiyaki.
Ooh, that's another close second. I don't know. It's so funny because like when I was living in the States, I never enjoyed like raw egg until I moved here, and then I dipped.
I can't eat that. I have an allergy.
Ooh,
a mild allergy to eggs. So I skipped the raw egg.
Oh my god!
But I like the soup.
The soup. Yeah, I was gonna say the sukiyaki is still good without it, but no egg.
I know,
girl.
I know.
Have you had any scares here? Because, they be putting egg in so much stuff.
It'll just give me a stomach ache.
Oh.
It won't kill me.
Yeah,
so sometimes I do, because I want pancakes or
yeah.
cake and stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't think I could eat a hard-boiled egg or omurice. I might puke. But
yeah. How did you find that out?
From puking.
Oh, my God. Wow.
It just, like, suddenly.
Yeah. When you moved here?
No, a few years in.
Oh, okay.
It was random.
Oh, wow.
Don't your taste buds change every 7 years?
They say that, yeah.
Something like that.
They say that.
And then you can also develop new allergies
randomly.
Which
is crazy. That scares me. Luckily, which is probably not a good thing, but luckily I can eat everything. Mm-hmm. So, probably why I haven't lost as much weight as I wanted to. However, the food in Japan is too good.
Yeah.
It's just too good.
Yeah. So there's nothing you can't eat?
I can eat anything.
Is there anything you don't like?
I would say the only thing that I really, really won't eat. I mean, I still hit or miss with the natto. The natto has to be a certain kind of natto for me to enjoy it. But and the same with wasabi. But the shirako, yeah, that's a hard pass.
Do you know what fish it comes from?
I have no idea.
Well, it's
no idea.
Sperm, if you didn't know.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
I have tried it once, and that was enough.
That was enough. You know what? Actually, I actually tried it in Hokkaido, and it was like fried within like a sauce, and I liked it. I ate the whole thing.
Hokkaido changes things.
It does.
Because I don't really like sea urchin, but when I had it fresh in Hokkaido, I really liked it.
Hokkaido really does the seafood well, but when I ate the shirako, I didn't know it was shirako. I didn't know what it was, and then I ate it, and I was like, "Oh, it's so creamy and delicious. What is it?" And they were like, I wish they wouldn't have told me that. But yeah, they told me and I was just like, yeah. So I haven't had it since then. No.
Is there anything that you miss from back home? I mean, maybe people, of course, but.
Yeah. I do miss Black people. I miss being around Black people a lot. But yeah, I miss the diversity. I think I miss it more than I thought I would. Just because I grew up around so much diversity that you go from that. I'm obviously a minority in America, but then to go from a minority to like an extreme minority where it's like what the Black population in Japan is like 2% or something. Like it's crazy. So there's not a lot of us out here, which sometimes it still gets to me and I'm just like, I miss being around my people. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. And then on the topic of food, I miss Southern food. I miss American food. Specifically Southern food. I miss cornbread. I miss candied yams. I miss collard greens, pinto beans. I know that Japan has fried chicken, but it's not Southern. Yeah, it's not Southern fried chicken. Same. It's not the same.
Different batter.
Yeah. So that kind of stuff. I miss like sweet tea. They don't drink sweet tea here. I remember when I went to McDonald's and I was like, I'm going to get me a sweet tea.
It wasn't sweet?
And it wasn't sweet. It was the oolong cha. And I was just like, how are you McDonald's with no sweet tea? So yeah, my blood sugar levels have been better. But I miss the food in America, yeah. Oof.
Same.
Like when I went to America last year, where was I at? I went to New York right before I went to Korea. I went to New York for the first time and literally all I did was eat.
There's a lot of good food
all
in
I did was, I mean, I literally did next to nothing but just eat. Chinese food, pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, ice cream, pasta. Like I just ate. And honestly, that's all I want to do when I go back to the States. I don't really want to do nothing else but eat. Oh, and Chick-fil-A. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the things I couldn't eat in Japan, I ate my weight in America.
I do miss a lot of food and snacks. Like mac and cheese.
Oh
the variety of cheese. The variety of bread.
The variety of bread. The mac and cheese. Japan just cannot compare, unfortunately, when it comes to those types of things. Again, I just said the food in Japan is good, and it is. But I'm a little biased. I do enjoy American food better. What do you enjoy better?
So maybe a controversial take, but Japanese food is not my favorite.
Oh!
So if I had to choose a cuisine,
yeah,
maybe Mexican.
Ooh.
Thai.
Ooh.
And Indian.
Yes.
I love spicy food.
Oh, okay.
So I do like Japanese food.
Yeah.
But it's not spicy,
spicy.
It doesn't really hit the spot that I need when I have a meal.
And when they say it's spicy,
it's
not.
Might have the
slightest kick. Is giving very much mild.
It sounds like I don't like Japanese food. I do, but I need to, mix in some other cuisines as well.
Yep.
What would you say is the most meaningful series that you've done so far?
Oh, obviously the showcasing Black businesses is really close to my heart. But I've recently really started trying to showcase like businesses where there's no customers. I feel like it's a great way to keep my audience engaged. I love making that kind of content. I have some really sweet, wholesome memories from making that kind of content. And I feel like it helps the locals in Japan because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these people are struggling.
Yeah, I think that's a big misconception. Like, oh, over tourism, but that's only in certain pockets of the major cities. Yeah. I mean, not every place wants an influx of tourists, but there are plenty of places that do want it.
Yep. And so when I highlight that, people are like, oh, I thought Japan, I get this comment a lot. I thought Japan didn't want any tourists. I thought they didn't like foreigners. I thought they were racist. And I'm like,
Tokyo and Kyoto.
And I'm like, listen, here's the thing. Everywhere you go, there's going to be hateful, racist, bigoted people. Japan is no different. However, that is not the country in an entirety. And you would be surprised how many of these small mom and pops, shops, businesses would like to have international tourists, but don't know how to market themselves, don't know how to use social media, don't speak English. Maybe they're intimidated. And so when I make these kinds of videos, and again, my Japanese is not the strongest, but when I go in there and I communicate and I talk in my broken Japanese and they talk in their broken English, the vibes are still lit. The vibes are still comfortable. So I'm just like, give them a chance. And my series is like giving people confidence to not go to freaking Ichiran. Not go to the Kura Sushi. Not saying the food isn't good there, but it's like, those are big fast food chains. What about a little mom and pop shop that's holding on by its legs that needs, the business, and you're giving it to the generic overpriced ramen shop? Yeah. Like, give to little guys. They need it as well. So that's my most meaningful, I think.
Nice. Do you have any advice for somebody who wants to be a content creator here?
I would say it's funny because I actually did kind of like a round table talk at this women's group. And I said the same thing that I'm about to say now is just do it. Yeah. Just do it. Don't think about it. Man, I need to get, fancy camera and I need to get a microphone and I need to get this like high quality editing gear. I started off with a phone and a dream.
You can get the equipment later.
You get the equipment later when you got the money.
When you make money.
Yes, but start off with a phone and CapCut is free. Yeah. That's all you got to do. And then just start making videos. Just talk and be comfortable. It's okay. Like, none of those people know you. You don't know them. So what do you have to lose? What are you afraid of?
Exactly. Just put yourself out there.
Just put yourself out there. I'm telling you.
To be cringe is to be free.
Literally. Literally. She's so serious. Like, and I know the cringe word is like thrown around a lot, but my bank account ain't cringe. Exactly. So, and it would have never happened had I worried about what people thought of me. So put yourself out there. The opportunities that I've gotten from social media are so abundant. It's like, and I know we were talking about imposter syndrome. Sometimes I'm like, how did this happen to me? How and why? But it's because I had the audacity. When you are audacious, it pays not just financially, but it pays in many other ways. Beautiful.
Do you have any, maybe not meetups, but any other type of events like the one you did with Airbnb coming up?
I'm working on some things. I feel like the Airbnb event was such a blessing, and it really was my first opportunity to like, A, have a client pay for everything and not have to come out of pocket. B, be able to give back to my audience and not just like they got to take home clothes, plus size clothes that you can only get in Japan, which was very nice. And I wanted them to have something to take home with them and not just be like, hey, let's just meet Coco. Cause I'm like, I'm not Beyonce. Like, just meet me for what? You know what I'm saying? I want there to be some kind of like payoff for them. So I do want to have more things like that, but not every client is Airbnb and has the budget of Airbnb. So we'll see. But I do want to do more stuff like that in a controlled, safe environment.
Exactly. Okay. Well, those are all the questions that I had for you. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast.
That was fun. I want to do more podcasts.
Well, you're welcome back anytime.
Yay!
We could choose a specific topic to talk about.
Cool.
Or just...
Y'all will see me again. You'll see me again.
She'll be back. Okay. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and catch you again soon.
Johnny, bye. Yay. Oh, that was fun.